Right, he was a Minnesotan who became a Hollywood star and worked with several legends on the silver screen. Now a small museum is making sure his name lives on in the tiny community where he was born.
Joe Mason has the incredible life story of Richard Widmark in this week's So Minnesota.
In the small town of Sunrise, Minnesota, the memory of a big Hollywood star shines on.
So it's quite something.
Thanks to Wade Olson.
It's been here 20 years.
Who started the Richard Widmark Museum.
Welcome. Growing up here and everything, I always heard stories about Richard Widmark, but I was kind of disappointed that the town had never done anything for the guy. This is the only known photograph of Richard in Sunrise, so he was 9 months old at the time.
The day after Christmas in 1914, Widmark was born in Sunrise.
A year after Richard was born is when they moved to Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Widmark's father was a traveling salesman, and the family put down roots in Princeton, Illinois, where Richard grew up. After graduating from college, Richard started working as an actor on Broadway and network radio programs.
You think a squealer can get away from me?
Richard's big break came when he appeared in the 1947 movie Kiss of Death.
That's when his whole life changed.
Simple facts.
He also appeared with legend Marilyn Monroe in Don't Bother to Knock.
Marilyn Monroe's first starring role was with Richard Widmark in 1952.
I'm Davy Crockett. Well,
Richard starred with John Wayne in The Alamo.
Pretty much the who's who of legends in Hollywood he worked with.
He even made an appearance as himself on I Love Lucy.
You're having lunch with Richard Widmark at Romanoff's.
Well, I have a clip here where they interview Elvis.
Richard's career influenced the king, Elvis Presley.
Would you tell the folks your favorite movie star?
Well, I liked Brando's acting and James Dean and Richard Widmark.
From 1947 to 1991, he made 74 movies.
Widmark has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and his handprints are in Grauman's Chinese Theater.
And the thing that really made it come full circle was when I went to Hollywood, and then I put my hands in Richard's hands, and then I said, not bad for a guy from Sunrise. Yeah.
They say you should never meet your heroes, but for Wade, it was an unbelievable experience that he'll never forget.
As I walked up, I could see him on the couch with his pipe and everything, and then I knocked on the door, and then it was a surreal experience to be face to face with him. It's just a short clip.
In 2003, Wade met Richard at his home in Connecticut.
A miserable day here. I hope it's nicer than Sunrise.
He was very down to earth and humble. Yeah, very humble person. So he signed a bunch of stuff for my museum and then took pictures that I treasure, you know.
Richard Widmark died in 2008 at the age of 93.
He said, I've always been proud to say to people that my hometown is Sunrise, Minnesota. So he was proud of it.
Widmark's name is on the Welcome to Sunrise signs. Wade placed a sign on the property where Richard was born.
The guy that lives next door, he said there's always people coming through.
Fans visit from around the country.
And I've always been proud to say Sunrise is my hometown. And then thank you for the great honor you have given me.
Wade is keeping Richard Widmark's memory alive.
The curator of the Richard Widmark Museum. Unbelievable what you've done.
Well, for him to shake my hand and say thanks for everything, Wade, I appreciate it. That's all a guy could ask for.
Well, I guess that was the general idea.
A small-town Minnesotan who became a big star. Joe Mason, 5 Eyewitness News.